you beautiful people, thank you very much for stepping by to the brand new video. Hope you're doing okay, and this is your boy Blair, and I hope you've been enjoying your weekend so far. We've been pretty bad down here. It's rained quite a lot, it's been boring, but you know what, that's life in the UK, I guess. We don't have the fun of having sunlight. That's why we're so pale and white. Anyway guys, we're gonna continue with the videos regarding my favorite characters I tend to choose in Overwatch. To give you obviously the benefits, the downs, and also the cool gameplay in the background. So today what we're going to be talking about is one of the offensive characters I always choose with, and this gameplay I'm showing you today is probably been easiest, one of the best ones ever. I know I've said on previous all the videos, but this one has been absolutely amazing. I finally achieved a well, it was saying a 13 high score kill with players in the end, but it actually says 12 in one of them. But still, anyway, it's one of my highest. The team I was playing with was absolutely amazing. Fair play to them. They knew all the tactics. They knew exactly what they were doing. Everybody gave 100% into the game, and that's why I believe the reason to why we won. But just continue watching the video, guys. You will see a really cool gameplay and a very tense last round. So I hope you enjoy it. But kick back, guys, let's jump into it. Hope you enjoy it. So my absolute favorite character when it comes to offensive is Bastion. Now, a lot of people tend to go full on against Bastion because they think it's a little bit too easy to play around with and to get to know. Yeah, he is. He's a very easy character to get to know, and his abilities he got is very easy to handle. You don't have to think a lot to get yourself into a good position where you can do a lot of damage. But at the same time, he's a very hard character in another way because you don't have a lot of movement. You tend to be around the same position for at least, I would say, 3, 4, maybe 5 minutes, or you tend to stay in the same position as long as you can, just to help your team. So I want to give him the benefit of the doubt because I really enjoy playing with him. I don't know what you guys feel, but so basically, Bastion is a robot, as you can see. And his main weapon he got is his gun, which is basically, it's a pretty straightforward gun, to be honest. It's called Recon. It's a machine gun in such way. And it does a damage between 6 to 20 damage per second. So the maximum damage you can do is 160. It's got 8 bullets in the gun, so it doesn't have a lot, but it does plenty of damage when it wants to. And you have to do it within a distance, obviously the distance variation, but it's between 26 to 50 meters, so the closer you are, the more damage you will do, the further away, the less damage. His second ability that you can use is the Sentry. This is the one where you'll be standing still completely, you won't be moving, but you have the advantage of doing this now. It basically does a damage between 14 to 15 damage per second. May not sound a lot at the moment, but the maximum damage you can do in total is 525 damage in total. So you can imagine the firepower he's putting out, plus he's got 200 bullets just spitting out that damage. So if anyone goes close up to him, it doesn't make a difference whatever is a tanker or your healer, you will be ruined. He will take you out with absolutely no problem. But he is vulnerable. He's got a little bit of a blue mark behind him, where if you do a direct shot on that blue mark, you pretty much would take double amount of damage. So he's quite vulnerable in open spaces, but still, if you get him to a nice tight spot somewhere, or a nice little corner, and your team is all up there, as you will see in this video, you will do a lot of damage. When it comes to his health, he's got a standard health of 200. When he's in Recon, as in he's just got his rifle out, he's got an extra 100 armor on him. If he jumps into his tank mode, he will then have 150 armor. So he's not super low when it comes to his health, but he's not the best out there. So you still have to be very careful, because it can take one person to know exactly where to shoot or where to go and flank you around, and you're pretty much done. So you have to be very, very careful when you're using him, obviously. He will also self-repair, so he will actually self-heal, which is a really cool thing for, when it comes to being Bastion, because not only is he a very offensive and a defensive character, offensive, why am I even saying offensive? He's not offensive, he's defensive. But he can be both, basically. But he can also self-heal, so he doesn't really always have to be relying on a healer out there if you don't have one. Obviously, it would make a lot of difference if you do, but he can definitely self-heal, and he does about 75 health per second, so you should be able to get up to the 300 in total with no problems. Now, when you do his ultimate ability, he turns into a tank, and it's a very cool one. You're allowed to move around, so this is one of the faster movements that you will do with him, and it will last for about 8 seconds, and the ammunition you're using, so basically unlimited, I meant ultimate, unlimited amount of ammunition, so it will never run out, but you also have a limit of 8 seconds. You have about a 4-meter radius you need to fill in, so it's not a very long distance that you shoot with it, but still it does a heck of a lot of damage when you do hit them. And you're looking about 205 is the maximum damage you do per hit. So very strong character when it comes to damage, incredible strong. There are also achievements you can get with them, just like everybody else. Like I've said, it's 2 of them. First one, I would say pretty simple. It's kill 2 enemies in each Bastion's configurations without dying, either in quick or competition. That's whatever. And then the second one, I would still say it's gonna be alright. It's called Charge, and it's kill 4 enemies with a single use of Bastion's tank ability. And when you do that, you get a cool, unique spray icon. And I did forget to say the second one was called a Triple Threat. So keep an eye on them if you want to always achieve them. So there we go, guys. That's Bastion, and I hope the information I've given you is obviously good. And it's going to help you decide whatever you want to play with him if you've never done. Sure, like I said before, I highly recommend him because he seems to be 9 out of 10 times, every time I seem to be playing with him, I'm doing extremely well. And obviously that's what you want to do in a gameplay, whatever you do, competitive or you just do a quick play. You obviously want to do well on your games. So I fully recommend him, and as you can see on the video, incredible effort from the team. Without them, I don't think it would have progress as well as we did, and definitely not win the game. So it shows yet again, as I said on previous video, that it does make a huge difference that your team knows what they're doing and that you're playing the right characters to win the game. And fair play to the other team, they were doing extremely well for attacking all the time. They had a very strong team. So just keep that in mind, guys. Just don't jump in and choose whatever you want to. Plus, I think it's very important, guys, that you start getting used to different characters on each type of game style or each character, due to the fact that if the new patch is getting released, where they will now announce on competitive that you will only be able to have 1 hero per team, then obviously you're better off trying to get used to as many different characters as you can, so you have a chance to do well. But I really hope you enjoyed, guys. Thank you very much for stopping by again to check out the video, and yeah, again, until the next one, guys, take it easy, enjoy your day, and I'll see you soon. See ya! Yeah.